This is Finlay Surges for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by the main event winner, Mr. Josh Buatsi. How are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you. How about you?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you. Your first fight back in the UK, your first fight back since the Callum Smith fight. How has that changed camp coming into this fight?
I mean, it was coming off a defeat, so I say yes, it's very nice to have got the win. A different feeling now than it was in February. It wasn't the most pleasant of wins. Not that a win should be pleasant, but it wasn't as I would have liked it to be. But most importantly, I got the win.
It's your first fight, like I said, back in the UK, first fight under Queensberry as well. How good is it to be back building that rapport with the UK fans?
Yeah, look, my last fight was in Saudi, so it's good that I came back out here and had a fight. And let's see what the future holds, but it's nice to box in England for a long time.
You mentioned that it wasn't the best win that you've had. You clearly critique yourself at a high standard. You have to, I suppose, at world level. What disappointed you in that fight?
Just based on what was at stake, you would think that you would come out and have the types of fight. I mean, there's a type of fight that people are used to seeing me in. And I guess when it's not that type of fight, they're like, ooh, what happened? But those type of fights have happened because it takes two to tango. And, you know, Parker came with different game plans and fair play. He did it, but I've just said you can't be on the floor that many times and think you're going to fight.
Parker, although being a super middleweight, jumping up to light heavyweight, he looked like he filled his frame out fairly well. Did he feel stronger in the ring than you thought?
Yeah, he felt normal. Yeah, he felt normal.
I'll touch on the Zach Parker knockdowns. It was clearly frustrating you during the fight, ref not picking any of them up for a deduction. What do you make of that? How much does that change yourself in the ring and how you're going about?
I mean, look, yeah, just if you're... I would like to think he doesn't train like that. In training, like, you're on the floor all the time. No, so you get in the ring and you're on the floor all the time. Like, what's going on? It wasn't... Yeah, I just don't understand it. But again, maybe if you ask him, you know, why was he on the floor all that time?
Your performance today, maybe you didn't throw as many combinations as you normally do, as people normally see. Is that due to how Parker was fighting, or is that just you trying to set up that shot and maybe not getting through as you'd like?
It was a spoiler of a style, you know. But again, how somebody fights is up to them, but I'll come to engage, and if the other fighter comes to engage, then we have a great fight.
Willie Hutchinson in attendance. He's had your name in his mouth for a while now, especially since he beat Mark Jefferson in Scotland. Is that a fight that you'd be willing to overlook now?
I've said I'm interested in so many people, but again, as always, we will take the best offer. If Hutchinson's the best offer out of the batch that I get, great, it'll be him. If not, we look elsewhere.
Talking about looking elsewhere, I can imagine you'll have both eyes on Yarde versus Benavidez. How do you see that fight turning out?
I'm just going to go watch it, bro. Yeah, I suck at these predictions with fights and what's going on. Of course, Yarde being the Brit, I'm like, yo, get it, win it. It would be good for us, but yeah, it would be a tough ask. Tough task, sorry.
Are you hoping that Yarde gets it done? Maybe have a British clash, bring it back to maybe the 0-2?
If he wins it, it would be good. I'm not here thinking just because he's going to fight for it, let's do that. But if he wins it, it would be good, yeah.
We'll move on to the decision. Obviously, the scorecards started off with a draw and then you got the majority decision. Carl Frampton said on DAZN that he only gave you one round.
Yeah.
I imagine you must have something to say about that.
I just said no comment. Yeah, fair play. That's how he scored it, innit? So what can I say?
Why do you think he scored it like that? You said that style makes fight.
You got to ask him. You can't ask me. He scored it 9-1, so you got to ask him.
You were in there. What did you have yourself? Were the corner telling you that you were up with the last couple of rounds, or was it a case of you've got to start winning these rounds to turn it around, maybe?
I think there's 10 rounds and you're on the floor so many times. Doing what? You can't be on the floor that many times and think you won a 10 round. What's that about?
Liam, Callum Smith was in attendance tonight as well. Looking on, obviously, previous defeat. Would you be looking back to go and fight him again?
Fair play to Smith. He came to see me before the fight. That was a nice visit from him. But it's a fight that I've always said I'd be happy to take again. We had a cracking fight, and yeah, I'd be willing to do it again.
You're ready to reach that world level again, whether it be with Yarde, Smith, your Benavidez, your Bivol. You're excited for them fights in 2026.
That's what was at stake for the winner that wins this. So, answer is clear.
Is that how much pressure you mount on yourself normally? Or is this a must-win fight because of the trajectory your career could have been if you lost?
Every fight is always a must-win one, you know. But coming from a loss, I said, yo, we got to get back to winning ways. And I'm so thankful to God that I got the win tonight.
Josh, thank you very much.